everyone. I got a request to do a video about networking and like how do I network, how do you network? So that's something that I thought was a great request. It's a great topic, and it's something that I want to talk to you all about today. So networking basically is like, getting to know people, making connections, resources, different things like that. But networking has really paid off for me. Actually, that's how I've gotten some of my best internships. That's how I've learned a lot of the things that I do know, as far as just like things that have to do with school and things that are even outside of school, and just even things about being like growing into a woman or growing into an adult. Just networking. The power of networking is strong. Like when they really say it's who you know, it really is who you know, because not only do you have your network, but everyone in your network has a network. So then you get exposed to other people, other places, new things. Um, some things that I do just to network: I go to different events. I don't just pop up at random events, like things that you're interested in, like rallies, community events. It could be fashion events. It could be journalism events. Anything that you're interested in. You can look it up on like Facebook events, or just things that are in your surrounding communities. If you are younger, or like in college or in school or anything, I would suggest interning. Definitely intern. Not only do a lot of people are like, oh, interning is just free work. Okay, yeah, it's free work, but it's free experience too, and that experience can teach you a lot of things, and you also get to meet a lot of people. Um, Another thing is, when you're networking, practice being professional. And what I mean by being professional is you're going to have to introduce yourself. You're going to have to explain your name, tell a little bit about you, what your goal is, what you're looking to do, what are you interested in. Like an elevator speech. When they say, like if you have like, I don't know, 10 seconds, what would you want to tell someone about you? So always have that ready. Always be ready to be like, hey, I'm Mercedes Joyner. I'm a communication major working on my master's, and I'm looking to gain experience in such and such. And I was hoping that you could help me in this area, or I could volunteer, or offer service, anything like that. Anything that you can do to help someone else um, helps you in the end. And especially with networking and volunteering, because you get a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge based on interaction, and that interaction helps you in so many different situations where you wouldn't even believe that it could be so useful. I really like the scenery out here. I'm at work and I'm on break, but I really like the scenery. I think I might start doing vlogs outside. This is just so pretty. But yeah, the power of networking is just great. And don't underestimate your ability to walk in a room and work it. And what I mean by that, I had to explain this to one of my friends. If you go to an event, or if you go to a fundraiser, a charity event, anything, those people in the room are a lot more powerful than what you may realize. Introduce yourself. Be able to work a room. Be able to let people know who you are. That way, the next time they see you, they'll remember you. Hey, I remember her. They may not remember your name, but they'll remember your face. And that's all you need. Because once they remember your face, you start seeing you in different places. Hey, this and this and this. And you start volunteering. You get experience, and people are vouching for you. And that's how you get recommendation letters and different things. Have I don't want to say a large pool, but at least a medium pool of networks. And be diverse with your networks. That's one thing that a lot of people do. They kind of get caught up like, oh, I'm interested in fashion, so I'm only going to have networks that have to do with the fashion industry. No, have networks in every field possible. You can have networks in mathematics, you can have networks in engineering, in the medical field. You never know what you're going to get into. You never know what you can learn. There are so many things that you can learn, so much knowledge that you can gain. So be open to having different types of networking experience and networking resources. Like, that's something that is big. Just being able to have that ability and have that opportunity. And with that being said, like I said, this was just a quick video about networking. Also, A couple other things: get business cards. But when you get business cards, use them. I have like this little pocketbook full of business cards of people. Like, if I need experience, if I need to talk to someone, if I just want them to give me 20 minutes of their time, like, hey, how did you get to where you are? What can I learn? What is the best advice that you can give me? Or, hey, how can I volunteer? How can I help out? Like, simple interactions such as that, they work. It works. And networking isn't just about you, it's about other people as well. It's a give and take. So it's like, okay, I help you, you help me, but it's like, what can I gain? And the most valuable information that you can get from networking is experience and interaction. Like, that is like, it's so crucial, especially like if you're in college. Internships are great with networking because you're in school, so there's not really much experience that you can get while you're in school, because you have to focus on getting grades. You're there for a purpose. There are different things. But get business cards, use them, do follow-up emails, do follow-up phone calls, set up times to meet with people for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, even brunch. Don't be too excessive, don't be too pushy. You have to know your limits, because some people that you're networking with, they're busy. They're adults. They're real adults. So they have lives, they have children, they have families, they have careers, they have things that they have to get done. But you have to be able to respect that, and you have to be able to understand that there's a time and a place to network. And there are different ways to network. You can network online. You can network on Facebook. You can network in person. My favorite networking type of networking is in person. I love talking to people. Most people, you guys know I study communication. I'm working on my master's in communication. So whenever I get a chance to talk to people, I love it. Like, that interaction, just being able to feel people's vibe, and learn from their experience, and like see how they carry themselves as professionals. That gets me going. I know I may sound like a crazy person, but that is one way. It's just like I get like an adrenaline rush. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Because you learn so much from people, and it's always when you least expect it. Never be afraid to introduce yourself. Don't ever be afraid to introduce yourself, because you never know who you're going to run into. There have been so many people that I have run into that have known my parents, that know other people that I know, and it simply unfolded because I took the chance to introduce myself. Ask them who they are, and be genuine about it. That's another thing. Some people network just to like think that they're gonna get something out of it, and in all, you may, but be genuine about it, because the things that you learn and the people that you meet, it's gonna change your life. Like, the power of networking, it's great. I'm telling you guys, you need to try it out. If you have a business, if you're starting a business, always have like a business card, like the little ones you can get from Office Max, or like they have some websites where you can print them online. Just simple things like that. Always be prepared. You have a resume. I have so many copies of my resume printed, it is ridiculous. But like each version is like different, and it's like, okay, hold on, slow down, Mercedes, you have too many papers. I have a resume. I'm working on the business cards. Let people know who you are. Let people know what your brand is. That's something that is big, because you never know who you're going to run into. And like I said, the power of networking and just being able to meet people and learn from their experiences, or just simply have those experiences of going to events and meeting people. I think that's something that is really important in life, is being able to go to events and interact with other individuals in a professional way. That's something, it's a skill, and it's a wonderful skill to have. It's just something that once you learn how to do it, you're always going to try to perfect it. Okay, how can I get better at networking? How can I be more professional? How can I be more effective? These are things that you need to learn, but you got to take risks. You got to be able to jump off and believe you're going to fly. Like, don't be scared to introduce yourself. Yes, people can be intimidating, because I have been in some situations where I've had mentors that are like, go introduce yourself. And I'm like, you know who that person is? Like, I'm a college student. This is like a millionaire. Like, hold on now. You are the CEO of a company, or you own so many different brands. But the point is, yes, intimidation occurs, but they're people just like you. They started off somewhere just like you. That phone call, that email, taking the time out to go and volunteer, to go to lunch, or just meet someone literally can change your life. And then as your life changes, that gives you an opportunity to change other people's lives. So it's just be mindful of when you're networking and always give back. That's something as you move forward in life and as you get to where you want to be able to always give back and don't be shy to teaching people the things that you know, because sometimes we get in places where we're like, oh, I know this, I did this, I'm doing this. Okay, but someone else coming behind you may not know what to do. They may not know how to network. They may not know how to go for an interview. They may not know how to work on their resume. Simple little things like that literally help people in the biggest ways, because there have been so many people that have helped me with papers, interviews, my resume, and being like, okay, you're on the right track, but you need to fix this, or hey, you're doing this completely wrong, like scrap this, do this, this is what you need to change, come back, bring it back. The power of networking, I'm telling you, it helps you, like being, especially with me being in grad school right now, that's something that's been really big. Like a lot of people know, I've just finished my last year of grad school, and it was a tough year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There was a lot that I did expect, but there was a lot that I didn't expect. But networking with like students who had been in the program, students that had graduated from the program, even people from other schools or other programs in other states, like that was something that has really helped me. So, going into the second year, I'm a lot more prepared because I know a lot more. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I would have known this information in the beginning, I would have went in a little bit different. I would have went in a little bit more realistic. And that's another thing you have to be able to do. Be realistic about your goals. Be realistic about your intentions. Whenever you go and you're meeting with someone, or they're giving you their time, always have a goal. Whether it's to get to know them, for them to get to know you, just have something in mind to talk about, something that you want to know, because time is valuable. And time is something that you don't want to waste, especially when someone is giving it to you for free. Like, that's one of the most valuable things in this world is time, and you can't get that back. So don't waste people's time, and don't waste your own time. That's why being prepared to network in a professional setting, in a business setting, even, I've networked at, I know I shouldn't say this, I have networked at parties. Yes, I have networked in picnics, I have networked fashion shows, business adventures, tours, giving tours on campus, different things. I will network with you anywhere. Tell me when, tell me where, I'm on it. Like, hey, I'm so and so, this and this, and always have that speech ready. Just your name, who you are, a little bit about you. 3 simple things. Name, who you are, a little bit about you. That's all you need. You don't need to overdo it. Just let people know what you're interested in, and then take in as much information as you can. Listening is key to networking, but don't be afraid to talk, because if you listen too much and people don't hear from you, they're like, oh, okay, well, people might interpret that different. But like I said, I got a request for networking, and this is something that I love to talk about. So if you guys need any help, if you need anything, let me know. LinkedIn is great to network on, but there are other sites and other things that you can use to network and to get to know people. But the best is going out and interacting with people. Like, that's the best thing that I think. Verbal and physical interaction, just like shaking hands, meeting people, talking to people, face-to-face communication is key. Because not only are people seeing your verbal keys and your communication strategies, but you're learning from other people. So it's very, very important that you get that interaction of face-to-face interaction. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video again. Thank you for tuning in to Join Her. There will be more videos coming. I've got some great things for the male audience. I know sometimes Join Her can be a little bit girly, but there are some wonderful things coming. Thank you all for supporting me. Feel free to like, share the video, comment, inbox me with questions. You all have a wonderful day. Enjoy this weather. Summer's almost over. And just be great and smile, because life is wonderful.